Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and in today's video I am actually sort of replacing my monthly plans and goals video and monthly reflection video because it is the middle of June already, and I feel like there's been a theme, especially the last few months, of being like super late, like so late with my monthly recap videos and plans and goals videos that I've considered not doing them at all, and then you guys tell me that you still like them. And we've been traveling like crazy from the end of May through the first half of June to the point like I couldn't even film the video for you guys if I wanted to. But then I realized, yes, I could, because I could shoot it on the road. And so I'm doing something a little bit different, and I'm actually kind of excited. Usually I have to be in that space. If you notice I'm in a different space, you are correct. We're actually staying in a super cool dome in Pennsylvania right now. It is so cool because it is absolute luxury. It's actually really high up on a deck, and there's a waterfall and a sauna and a hot tub, and the inside is just like beautifully designed, like unbelievable. This video is going to be a little bit, I guess, of like a recap and plans and goals video, but it's just going to be loose. We're just going to chat. I'm going to share with you life, check in, because it's been a few weeks since I've had a video up, maybe even a month, oh my goodness, on YouTube. It's just been such a busy season. So I hope you're having an amazing June. I hope you had an amazing end of May. You can probably hear the birds chirping here. It's a beautiful day. It's getting warm. It's probably gonna be hot. It's still morning time. I've got my cup of coffee. I've got some cinnamon buns and sausage in the oven for the kids, and I had like a short window of time, and I figured I would get on here and chat with you guys while I drink my coffee. So what I thought I would share, because then I also thought, wait, I already shared with you guys like my summer homeschool plans. So like, what is there really to talk about? Like maybe I just leave it. However, I thought this would actually be a really good time to share with you how we school on the road, like how we travel school, what that looks like. So I think I've shared before, but I'm not sure. This is like my trusty, like school bag, as much as I don't love the word school. Like I really want to get in the habit of calling it something else. But anyways, this is the bag that I put all of our curriculum in when we are on the road. This is actually a gardening bag that my husband got me years ago, but it works perfectly because it has like all these pockets on the outside so I can put our pens and our pencils. My kids love these erasable pens from The Good and the Beautiful. So we always have those, and then we have our pencils, and then I'll stick like some crayons. Whoops, I just dropped some crayons in there, sometimes scissors. Like sometimes I do a good job of restocking it, sometimes I don't. And then sometimes I have random things like conditioner and bug repellent for when I'm like running out the door, packing all the things and realize I forgot a few things on the table. All those pockets come in handy for other things as well. So anyways, I wanted to share because the things that I shared in my summer homeschool plans video, I didn't bring with us. And so I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about like what that looks like. So obviously we do a lot of different things. We're kind of like mixers and matchers when it comes to curriculum, if you haven't noticed. However, when we're traveling, we don't bring all that stuff with us, right? Like it's just not realistic or reasonable. And sometimes if we're just going on like a 2-night trip, I don't bring any of that stuff. I bring like the devotional we're doing or something like that, but that's about it. But right now we're like on the road for over a week. We had travel before this stretch and we have travel after. So I really do want to keep some of those rhythms in place while we're on the road. So while I did not bring any of the things that I shared with you in that summer homeschool plans video, those are things that we do and rotate through when we're home. But when we're on the road, I really just stick to the basics. And so what I do is I pack our curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful. So for my 5 and 6-year-olds, I brought their level K language arts along with their reading booster card. And then I do have their My First Nature Reader. It's actually inside on the nightstand because I was reading it with them at night along with our devotional that we're currently doing, which is actually it's not a devotional. I shouldn't call it that. It's like I think it's called the Children's Story Bible. We've been reading through that and we're actually really liking it. I wish I had it out here to show you. But anyways, what I love so much about The Good and the Beautiful is there's nothing to print. There aren't all these extra books that I need to bring. Like their readings, their literature, their poetry, like everything is in there. It's this. So for language arts for my younger two, they're covered. Now, I will also mention, like our last trip that we took before this stretch, I brought them just their math. And I brought my 9-year-old just her math. And I brought my 8th grader just his math. And so what I did this time is I switched it and I brought just language arts. So I have this, and I'll tell you why in a second. There's a couple reasons. So I have this for my 5 and 6-year-old, and then for my 9-year-old, I have her level 3 language arts. The book that we're reading, that is a shared reader in there, that we read together, that we're prompted to do in each lesson, and then her spelling book. So this has like her spelling activities, sentence dictation, things like that. And then for my son, I have he's actually doing level 7 language arts from The Good and the Beautiful. So he just needs this course book, his course companion, and then his reader. So this is language arts for him. And then he also has his independent reading with him, which is The Pilgrim's Progress from Life Those Kids. So that's in here too. And then the only other thing that I bring is the iPad, because for my 5, 6, and 9-year-olds, I teach the lessons to them and they have independent work. Well, the 9-year-old has independent work. The 5 and 6-year-old actually don't. But there are videos in here that go along with certain lessons, or audio narrations, like there'll be a painting and there's an audio narration, or there's an audio book or something like that. So I do bring this along so we can still access those things. Something else I use this for is musical multiplication for my 9-year-old, which we did not bring this time because we're not focusing on math this time. We're focusing on language arts. So, but I do use it for that as well, because there's an audio that goes along with the musical multiplication. But I will tell you, they are coming out with an app. It's brand new, breaking news. I will tell you, they just came out with an app. So that's brand new, breaking news. Stay tuned. I'm going to share that with you very soon here on my channel as well, because that will make it much easier, and it's kind of like the updated version. But we've been using musical multiplication for a while. I used it for my now 13-year-old, and I'm using it with my 9-year-old, and I will use it again for my 5 and 6 because I think it works so well. So I wanted to share that with you. That is everything that I have in my bag, other than we just so happen to have these Tennessee coloring books still in here. Because I do like these. They're just like coloring books that tells you like different facts about the state. So like something to do in the car, but then also something to color. We're not in Tennessee, and we're not traveling to Tennessee right now. I probably should have looked up if we had Pennsylvania ones, because 6 of the 8 properties that we are visiting and I'm shooting during this stretch are Pennsylvania. So anyways, those are the only other thing in there. Yeah. So I hope that you enjoyed hearing like how we travel and school on the road. I want to show you like some of what that looks like, and just for fun, show you this place. Let me know if you have travel coming up, if you bring your curriculum on the road with you when you travel, if you do, what you use, any tips and tricks. I'd love to hear them. You can see my kids are inside. They're actually doing some coloring right there at the table. So yeah, let's take a look at some of this. So whether we are at home or on the road, I love to do lessons outside as much as possible. Obviously, with where we live, that doesn't work year round, but I love to do it as much as possible. It's good for all of us to be outside, to hear the sights and sounds of nature, and the fresh air is just so good for us. So all I did was set out lessons for my youngest 3, my 5, 6, and 9-year-olds. My 14-year-old is going to be completely independent with his work, and I'm just going to kind of check it over to make sure that he did it. And we are just going to go through with my 5 and 6-year-olds and do their lesson, which also includes doing some practice in the reading booster cards. For my 9-year-old, what we've done is we start to have her do the independent portion of her lesson first, so that I can work with my younger 2 on their lesson. And then by the time I'm done with them, typically she's ready for me to do the main lesson with her. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed getting a peek at what it looks like for us to travel school, I guess, travel schooling. I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. I have everything that I shared today linked down below in the description box. You can also follow us over on Instagram at rooted_homelife to see more of our travels. Until next time, stay rooted.